Hey everybody, Adrian Hazel here. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things crypto. Let me start by saying I'm not a financial advisor, and in no way, shape, or form is this financial advice. I'm just here to educate and inform you what's going on in the market and let you know what I'm doing to respond to that. Okay? So today we're going to talk about what is Bitcoin. Now this video is a video that I wish I would have had when I first started investing and learning about crypto about 5 years ago. Okay? So let me jump right into it. In its simplest form, Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer version of electronic cash that takes out the middleman. So that means basically no banks, no third parties, nobody that interfere with transactions or pretty much hold or freeze your assets. Okay, so this network is run on computers distributed around the world, hundreds of computers or nodes that hold the ledger for each transaction that has been recorded since January of 2009 when Bitcoin was first launched. Okay, so this is what we call decentralized, and it makes the network extremely secure and resistant to attacks. If you see, let's say, you might see a bank get hacked and a lot of people's funds are stolen or misplaced or even confiscated by the bank. Because if you look at current events, there's a bank in China right now that has confiscated all savings account money from all users, and they even put out tanks in front of the bank. I'm sure some people have heard of it because it's an unprecedented thing where banks just willingly take your money right in front of your face, and it's going to be happening more and more often over the next coming years. Now, Bitcoin works on a system called proof of work, and basically that means a miner or a verifier had to show that your transaction was valid and pretty much it wasn't a double spend. Okay, so they're doing thousands and thousands of calculations and mathematical equations to solve a problem to make sure that your transaction was valid, okay, and that you have the amount of Bitcoin in your wallet that you're trying to send. So it is a highly strenuous and arduous task to try to solve these equations so you can verify that transactional network as well as mine more Bitcoin. Okay, so when you solve a transaction, you receive a portion of that Bitcoin in return, and that's called mining. Okay, now when you get more into that, that's called cryptography, and that's a different topic, and I'll cover that another day. But back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a currency. Okay, it is a currency just like any other currency, like the dollar, like the pound, the yen, any other currency that you could hold in your hand or on the internet. It's the same as Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency. Okay, and it rises and falls in value just like any other currency as well, just like any other market as well. Just like the stock market rises and falls, the value of the price of Bitcoin will rise and fall, determined on a few factors. Like our economy today isn't doing too well, so the price of Bitcoin in turn isn't doing too well. But this is the time to buy. When the price is low, that's the perfect time to buy an investment, or I'm gonna say Bitcoin, because that's the name of the game. You want to buy low and sell high. And on what's the date? November 8th, 2021, Bitcoin reached an all-time high at $68,000 per Bitcoin. Today, the price of Bitcoin is about $23,000 to $24,000, depending on what time you look at this video. So let's say you buy a whole Bitcoin for $23,000. The price goes up back up to $70,000. I say in a year. In a year, you made about $40,000, $45,000, and you still have a whole Bitcoin. Now, when you have that Bitcoin, there's a few things you could do. You can start trading. I do some trading. You can start trading for other assets and cryptos on an exchange. You can start buying things with your crypto because now you've tripled your money. You went from 20,000 to 60,000. and you have a lot more buying power, or you can just hold that Bitcoin for a later date, and that price will increase. So the supply of Bitcoin is capped at 21 million Bitcoin. Okay, so that means 21 million Bitcoins will be mined by 2140. Okay, so Bitcoin's gonna be around one, and it won't be completely mined, or all Bitcoin will not be mined until the year 2140. So that's well over 100 years, about 118 years we have until the total amount of Bitcoin will be in circulation, or at least be mined, because some Bitcoin can be lost. So the year 2140, by that point, I expect Bitcoin to be accepted worldwide, a common store of value, as well as a common currency that we all use. Okay, it's already being adopted by countries like South American countries and European countries. A lot of countries are already accepting that as their form of payment, as well as big businesses, huge businesses like Amazon and things like that, Walmart online. A lot of online companies are now accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment. Now, there are people out there who will tell you Bitcoin is dead, Bitcoin is a Ponzi, it's a scam, but that's coming out of a place of not knowing what they're talking about, pretty much. And let me tell you right now, Bitcoin isn't going anywhere. They've been around since 2009, and it's just hitting mainstream adaptability, and it's just the beginning. If you look over the last 5 years, Bitcoin is beating any other investment tenfold easy. Over the last 5 years, Bitcoin has increased in value well over 500%, close to about 600%. No market can say they've done that. And I would highly suggest that you buy some Bitcoin today, if possible, and start buying Bitcoin every week or every 2 weeks, maybe even every month. $50 here, $50 here, $100 maybe, and just start accumulating some Bitcoin, because in the long run, it's going to help you, and it's going to pay off. You have people who are billionaires today because they invested a few $100s 10 years ago. When Bitcoin was $1 and it first hit the market, people were buying it up, and now they are reaping those benefits. Okay. The housing market, the stock market, and gold are all on the downtrend at the moment as well. But you never hear anyone say any one of those are a Ponzi or a scam, because they just don't understand. And it's not their fault. Bitcoin is just so new, and it's so fresh on the market that people are still scared. People were scared about the internet. They said the internet wouldn't last. They said it's just some online BS that's going on. But no, the internet has changed the world. You have Web 2 now, which are like apps like Instagram and Facebook, or platforms I should say. And now you have Web 3, which is things that deal with crypto. You have crypto investment platforms, exchanges, all type of things now. And it's just the beginning. The early adopters are always the winners. Early adopters are always the winners, because they're the ones who reap the biggest benefits for taking the biggest risk. And I'm here to tell you, this is a market you want to be in. Okay, so if you found value of any of this video and you enjoyed what I talked about and you want to learn more, please hit that like and subscribe button down below. I'll have a link to how you can start earning some Bitcoin, how you can invest your Bitcoin and make more money. Okay, that's another video for another time, but I'll have a link in the description for you to start exploring now. And like I said, hit that like and subscribe button, and let's learn about some new things.